morning, artists. Today we are going to talk about an artist named Rex Ray. I love his paintings. I love how colorful they are and how energetic they are and how he uses these beautiful organic shapes to create his patterns and his designs. What I want you guys to notice is that he uses positive shapes and the negative shape. So he's doing cut paper designs and he cuts the paper out to make the positive shape, but then he uses the scrap or the negative part of the paper and he glues that down also to make another pattern. It's positive and negative. I love it. And he has these colorful, beautiful backgrounds that those papers that he glues down has nice contrast. Remember, contrast is when two things are very different from one another. So this is a cool color on top of a warm color. That creates good contrast. Down here also, these are warm colors in the background with the cooler or darker colors on the top to create that contrast. Oh, look at that beautiful one. Again, beautiful positive shapes. Look at this negative shape here. So he cut all these circles out, but then he used the scrap paper and he glued the scrap paper down. So the background orange makes the circles. That's called the negative shape. I love the contrast here too. The orange in the background shows through just slightly on this beautiful seafoam blue, green, turquoise color where he puts the stripes of his painted papers. So if you're at home, you can just use regular construction paper. If you have painted papers, that would be great. You could even use papers from a magazine or a newspaper if you'd like. We're going to start by taking painted papers and just laying them down, bigger shapes, onto our black paper background. And we're just gonna glue some fun colors down. And you could think of colors like Rex Ray does, where he puts maybe warm colors in the background and cool colors on top. But you don't have to. You can cut the shapes, you could tear the shapes, the paper. So we're gonna start with our black paper. We're gonna glue everything to the black paper. We will not cut the black paper. And like I said, we're gonna start with the bigger papers. So we're just going to first arrange those papers on our black paper. We're gonna arrange the painted papers on our black paper in a design that we like. You could have black showing, or you could have no black showing. It is up to you. I think maybe on this paper, I'm going to tear off this edge. I didn't like that it had too much white there. So I like that better. Maybe I'll do the same thing here. And then this one, I think maybe I'll put right there underneath. So I'm arranging my papers first. I am not doing any gluing. I don't even have glue at my table yet. And then maybe this one. And I think this one I'll use some scissors. So I like to have the contrast also of the cut edge from the scissors and the torn edge from just tearing the paper. I'm also going to save my scraps because I might use my scraps in my artwork. All right, so I'm gonna glue those down. When you glue, remember you want to put your glue around the edge of the shape. Then glue it down, push and smush that glue. If you get glue on your hands, when you're done, you'll get a wet rag out of the red bin back at the paint center by the window and you can clean your hands. Okay, after we have laid in our big shapes, then we are going to make some positive and negative shapes. So here's my paper where I've laid in my big shapes. Now I'm going to take smaller cut papers, smaller painted papers, and I want to find papers that have contrast. So here on my orange, I might want to find a paper that is blue or maybe green that's going to create contrast with this color. I probably don't want to put a yellow paper and another orange paper or maybe even a red paper on top of that. So here I'm going to, I like that blue right there, so I'm going to cut this shape here and I'm going to cut out the blue. Now there's my shape. I think I will put that one there. That's the negative space. I could put that one there. Here, I'm going to trim the white. I don't want all that white on there. So I have this little purple strip, which again would look good on maybe the orange. I'm going to fold it in half. And on the folded edge, where I folded it, it's open. Where I folded it, I'm just going to cut up into it to make a fun organic shape. So here is my shape I made. There's my shape. It's kind of like a line. And here's the negative space. So then I can glue that one. Oh, maybe I'll glue that one there. Again, I'm not doing any gluing yet. I'm just arranging my shapes. I kind of like that line. Maybe I'll keep working that way. I like this lighter green paper. Maybe I'll put some light green shapes over here. So let's see. That's a good shape. That might be a little big for my negative space. I think I'm going to put some zigzags here and just cut some triangles. Again, I'm going to keep this shape because I want to use it. I want to use all my scraps. Maybe I'll put that one over there. So I like this shape. That's going to look cool right there. So here's what I'm going to do with this one. I'm going to fold it in half again. And on the folded edge, I'm going to cut more triangles. So I'm going to repeat that pattern, and then these triangles are going to actually end up looking like diamonds when I open them up. Diamonds. But that would be really fun to maybe glue down right there. And then I have the positive shapes. Maybe I can put them right there. Now, even though this is the same color, green on green, it's contrast because that's dark green and this is light green. So you can think that way too, artists. All right. Well, I hope you have fun creating your cut paper design based on the artwork from Rex Ray. Look at how neat this looks. And this is a good thing. You know what? I don't like this. I don't like that white. There's not enough paint on this paper. I haven't glued anything down yet, and I'm really glad about that because I'm going to get rid of that. That was not working for me, and that is what I love about art. I can change my design if I want to. I think this paper would look really good on this shape, so I'm going to keep working on this. All right, have fun, artists.